In this video, I will be teaching you guys more advanced tips and strategies in 1.16/1.17 Axe and Shield PvP, and these are going to be more like individual tips, and these are assuming that you know all the basics. I do have a very basic Axe tutorial that you should watch if you want to know how to get started. Anyways, let's start. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be teaching you is everything to do with backstabs. So backstab is basically when you hit a player, you jump around them and hit them in the back. It's hard with speed too, but basically you want to jump around and behind their shield and hit them in the back. And there are two types of backstabs. The first one, you go directly straight in their front and then do a 180 and hit them in the back. The second one is you go around their shield from the side instead of going through it, and also hit them in the back. You have to hit them in the back of the head because that's where the shield is, not in the back of where the shield animation is. Also, when you start the backstab, you want to be flat on the ground. You don't want to be in midair when you go around. Okay, so the next tip is dealing with premature shield releases, which basically means they drop your shield to hit you or you drop your shield to hit them. So the way how this works is basically people are impatient and want to hit the other people as soon as possible in PvP. So if you just dance around their shield area a while, you can bait them into lowering the shield to try to get a hit on you. In which case you can also get a hit on them and trade instead of just simply breaking the shield and receiving a hit. Of course, you can also just break the shield the way that, doesn't get you hit, but this way it's another way to deal more damage. So sometimes jumping up in front of them and critting at the last possible moment will cause you guys to exchange hits. Really depends on who you're fighting. Some more experienced players know when to wait. And also some amateur players don't know if they should drop their shield at all and will just wait there for all eternity. Yeah, also if they jump up to hit you to land a crit on you, you could land a sprint hit and knock them back while they have their shield on. Or you could back away and as soon as they release the shield to chase you, you hit them back. It's complicated. It's mostly about reading your opponent and seeing when are they aggressive, do they lower their shield, do they even use their shield at all. Also, if you want to lower your shield prematurely to land a hit, generally you do not want to do it when they're getting ready to hit you. So do it when they're still running normally and not jumping. So if they do hit you, it's only a regular hit while you would land a critical hit. Also make sure you lower your shield and hit when you're going down so you'll land a crit and won't have to wait for the cycle of jumping up and down. Okay, another tip is how to counter backstabs. So you want to do basically is you have your body at an angle so they can't go right through you because for some reason you can't go through the corners of hitboxes. And then you just stay alert. If they try to go around or through your shield, make sure to turn and keep spam clicking so they hit your shield and you'll crit them. It's pretty hard to pull off, but generally most people only know one type of backstab and you can use it to counter. Another counter is simply just when they lower the shield to go through you, just hit them. They lower your shield and hit them and you'll end up exchanging. However, that can lead to this thing, which is kind of a backstab, but not really. It's a combination of baiting out a hit and a backstab. So basically, they backstab you, but it's a faulty or sloppy backstab on purpose or by accident. And then if you lower your shield to hit them, they'll end up hitting you anyways, just because of your shield is lowered, so even your front isn't protected. So just be wary of how you lower your shield, because it's your greatest defense. Well, I think, no. Your shield's probably better than your armor if you have to choose one. So how to counter sword users. So sword users are, if they're really good with the sword and you're not, your best bet is to let them disable your shield, hit them, run away, repeat. Like play as if you have no armor, because once they land a hit on you and start a combo, you're dead. Unless you also know how to use swords. So what I would recommend doing is, if you have your shield, each time they hit you, lower your shield and hit them. Your reaction will have to be faster than half a second because of the sword's attack speed. Yeah, hit them. This will usually offset them a little bit, giving you time to raise your shield back up. And if you have to fight like a sword with no shield and you only have an axe, I would recommend like going forward, critting them, and then running backwards, giving your axe time to reload, and then going forward again, hitting them. You have to make sure to hit them first or at the same time they hit you. Because if a sword user gets the first hit, this lets them start a combo. Combos usually end either by spam clicking, running away, or hoping they mess up. Okay, and another thing to note is that when you're exchanging hits, or just like in general, make sure to dance around in weird, unpredictable patterns, because you do not want to be predicted. Because once you're predicted, you are dead unless you're just that bad. And likewise, you also want to be able to predict your opponent's moves. So the first round, try to learn their playstyle and in general what they do, because you'll usually be able to find some counter, as in playing extremely defensive, or like they're really good at backstabbing, like don't use your shield, try to go in for an exchange, and hopefully you'll win out. There's some backstab. But yeah, I hope you learned something from this tutorial. Please like and subscribe. Like,